In this video, I'm gonna show you how you can pass any ProFirm evaluation. I will be taking the Fundy Trader as an example because I have completed their $400,000 evaluation last year and I have been trading their funded account since then. This is how I completed the phase 1 of the evaluation. You can see that I made $40,000 on a $400,000 account. That's the 400k standard challenge phase 1 swing account with the purple trading, and the platform was MT4. I made $40,000. My daily loss limit was 6%, which is $24,000, and the overall loss limit was 12%, which is $48,000. I only traded for 5 days, and you can see how well my equity and balance curve look. It just went straight up with couple of small losses, then it went up. I took total 10 trades, and out of those 10 trades I made profit in the 7 trades, which means I had a winning percentage of 70%, and my average risk to reward ratio in the phase 1 was 3.42. And this is how the phase 2 of the evaluation looks. I completed this evaluation in just 2 days. You can see that I made profit of around $11,500 in first day of trading, then I made near to $8,500 in second day of trading, and at the end I ended up making $20,000 profit on a $400,000 account because I had to make 5% in 60 days without losing 6% daily, which is $24,000, and without losing 12% overall, which is $48,000. And to meet the minimum trading days objective, I had to trade for at least 5 days. Now my average risk to reward ratio was quite higher. I took total 9 trades, and out of these 9 trades I made profit in 6 trades and I lost around 3 trades. But those 3 trades, they were not really big losses. They were like small break even negative trades, but I ended up completing my phase 2 of the evaluation in just 2 days of trading. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you a little bit of insight of my strategy because I cannot cover my whole strategy in just one video. There is a complete step-by-step course that I teach to my students. I teach to my private traders community members. It's called the Falcon Trader Mentorship Program. If you want to join my trading mentorship and my trading course, make sure that you go to thefalcontrader.com. I have added the link in description. You can take the course, you can learn, but I'm going to show you a little bit of the strategy, and then I'm going to talk about the risk management and some very important rules that you need to keep in mind when you do any ProFirm challenge, whether it's with FTMO, whether it's with my Forex fund, whether it's with the Fundy Trader program or any other ProFirm. Now my strategy is very simple. I always prefer to trade with the trend. Now in this example, I have the British pound Australian dollar pair. On the left you see a 15-minute chart, on the right on top you see 1 hour chart, and on the right at bottom you see a 4-hour chart. Now both these charts on the right, 1 hour and 4 hours, they are going for the upside. We are making higher highs and higher lows. So when we were making higher highs and higher lows, especially here on 4 hour, we broke this strong resistance level. We started to go up, and at this point we made a higher high. Now when we made a higher high, that is how it looks on 1 hour. I knew that as we have broken this strong resistance level, so I'm gonna now wait for the market to make a pullback to give me some sort of a discount, but that discount should happen not only on the 15-minute time frame, but there should be a lot of struggle from the sellers to come down, because if I want to buy, I need to make sure that sellers are not in control and buyers are taking the control. Buyers are moving the market. So here when we broke this resistance, we created a higher high, which is right here. Market started to make a pullback. Now just compare the movement from these buyers and look at the movement from the sellers. You can definitely see that they were struggling their way to go down. They were taking a lot of time to go down. They were unable to make proper lower low and lower high sequence. They were unable to go down with a lot of strength, and that is what I wanted, because if I want to buy, I need these type of struggle from the sellers. And if I want to sell, then I need this type of struggle from the buyers. So when the sellers were making the movement to the down, we had a small demand zone, which is right here. Now at this demand zone, I knew there are going to be several rejections. If we get several rejections after the pullback, then I will be very interested in taking the buy position. So what happened that on the 1 hour time frame, you see sellers came down, then buyers went up. Then sellers again made a movement to the downside. Right at this demand zone, they got rejected and buyers started to go up. Now this was the first sign that sellers, they are very scared of this price level, because when they were going down, they got rejected aggressively and buyers took the control. Now I knew that as they have now got rejected once, so I need 2 more rejections, because for me to take the trade, I need few confidences. Now when I will be needing couple of more rejections, at the same time I need to make sure that market is gonna come to this level again from where they got rejected last time, right at this demand zone. So when the sellers, they came down, Now look at how the sellers are going down now. Just compare this sellers movement to these sellers movement. Initially sellers were stronger than they are right now, but in the second pullback, at the time when we are expecting the second rejection, look how the sellers are going down. They are making small lows, lower highs, lower low, lower highs, lower low, lower highs, no lower high, no lower low. Then they tried, they got rejected and buyers went up. So that was the indication that as we have got two rejections, so it means if we just get the market at this price and I see some struggle at this level, a struggle means a rejection on the smaller time frame, which is 15 minutes, then I'm gonna be taking the buy. So on the 15-minute time frame, we knew that this price level holds a lot of significance because we have a rejection here, then we have a rejection here, now we are also having a rejection here. So right after this rejection, if I am to take the buy position and put my stops just below all of these rejections or lower than this demand zone, which is right here, then that is a very good trade opportunity for me. I will target the higher high from where the price started to go down for these rejections, for these pullbacks. That would have been a very nice trade opportunity. So this is just an insight of how I trade. There is a lot that goes behind and it will take me hours and hours to just explain my trading strategy. But what is more important than trading strategy in passing the evaluation is having a good risk management system. Now you can have any trading strategy you want, but if you don't follow a proper risk management system and you do not know how you can manage your risk on phase 1, how you should be managing your risk on phase 2, and how you should be managing your risk on funded account, then there is no way that you're gonna pass the evaluation. There is no way that you're gonna keep your funded account for a long period of time. Now for that purpose, I'm gonna show you my risk management system. Let's just say that on the phase 1, if you are taking the challenge with the funded trader program, you have a target of 10%. Because I took the standard challenge, I took the 400k standard challenge. So on their phase 1, you have to make 10% in 35 days. Okay, so you have 35 days and you have to make 10%. Now what you're gonna do, if you have a good trading strategy which works at least 60 to 70% of the time, that's the percentage you should be targeting. Your trading strategy should have at least 60% to 70% of the winning percentage. Now if you have a good trading strategy with this type of percentage, that means making 10% within 35 days, it's very easy. The question is how? So on the phase 1, what you're gonna do, you're gonna take 1% of the account balance, no matter if you're taking a $100,000 challenge account, if you're taking a $400,000 challenge account, you can take 1% of your account balance and you will risk on your first trade. So it will go like this, 1% risk on your first trade. Now if you make profit on your first trade, the very important thing here is that you should be making at least 3 times of the amount that you're risking, meaning you should be targeting 1:3 from every single trade. Now if you are risking 1%, that means you're gonna be making 3% profit. Now if you have made 3%, because you have a trading strategy, you know how to trade, you know when to trade, and you also know when not to trade. So keeping that in mind, you are targeting 1:3 from every trade. So if your first trade goes in profit, that means you are up 3%. So if you're up 3%, then you have to use that 3% again, or you can even use 2.5% because on the second trade as well, you're gonna be targeting 1:3 from that trade. So if you are like risking 2.5%, that means you're gonna be targeting, or you're gonna be making 7.5% from the second trade. So within 2 trades, you have made 10.5% profit. Now this may look like a difficult thing, but it is not. You just need to wait for the proper trading setup. You just need to wait for the market to give you what you want from the market according to your trading strategy. If you wait enough, if you are patient enough, if you are disciplined enough, and you just don't take trades randomly, then completing the phase 1 of the evaluation with this asymmetric compounding rule, it's super easy. You cannot believe the power of asymmetric compounding. So that's my recommendation to you on how you should be passing the phase 1. Now coming on to the phase 2, you have to make 5% profit in 60 days. Now what I say, or what I suggest for the phase 2 is that instead of you trying to pass it in the shortest period of time possible, as you have 60 days, you should be just risking 1% per trade. On every single trade that you are taking, you should be risking 1% per trade. Let's just say that your risk to reward ratio is 3 on every single trade. So that means you only need 2 consecutive wins with 1% risk per trade, which is right here. You just need 2 consecutive wins to make 6%, which is 1% higher than the 5% profit target. So on the phase 2, you should not be risking more than 1% even on the second trade, even if you have made profit in the first trade. Now that's how to pass phase 1 and phase 2 with this risk management. The main important thing that most of the traders, even when they complete phase 1 and phase 2, but when they reach the funded account, they always end up blowing their funded account within 1 or 2 weeks of them getting the account. So what you can do, when you reach the funded account, when you reach the funded stage, you should lower your risk. Instead of now risking 1% on every single trade, you need to start risking maximum 0.5%, because now it's time to make actual profit. So let's just say that you are risking 0.5%, and at the end of the month, after trading for 30 days, you are up 4% or you are up 5%. Now it may not look like a big percentage to you, but if you convert this percentage on a $100,000 account, or on a $200,000 account, or even on a $400,000 account, so how it's gonna look like: $4,000 profit on 100K account, $8,000 profit on 200K account, and $16,000 profit on a 400K account. So you just need to focus on managing your risk well on the funded account, not exceeding more than 0.5% risk on every single trade. Then you can easily achieve 4% or 5% in one single month. And if you follow a proper trading system, if you follow my risk management guide, then it's very easy for you to pass the evaluation and also to make money on the funded account and to keep that funded account for the long period of time. Now I'm gonna give you 3 very important suggestions that will help you pass the evaluation without blowing your accounts. First of all, you get 35 days. So make sure that you keep this in your mind, that 35 days is a lot of time for you to complete the evaluation. You're not going anywhere, market isn't going anywhere. So focus on finding the proper trade system, focus on taking the proper trade opportunities instead of rushing out the process. Because when you will rush out the process and you will try to pass the evaluation in the shortest period of time possible, it will result in you always losing either 6% every day or 12% overall, because you will go into drawdown and you will start revenge trading. So you have to make sure that you keep yourself in line, you keep yourself disciplined to always take everything slow, so you won't end up losing the challenge. As a result, you won't end up wasting your money on taking these challenges. That is my first suggestion. You have to keep in mind 35 days is a lot of time for you to complete the evaluation. The second suggestion is you should not be over trading. Now you have heard from a lot of successful traders that over trading is the killer of your trading career, because when you take the one trade, you take the second trade, you take the third trade, and you keep doing it every single day, what you are doing, if let's just say that you have made profit on the first trade, but you are greedy enough to take the trade again and again, you're gonna always end up giving back the profits that you made from your first trade or you made from the second trade. So you have to limit yourself to a maximum number of trades per week. I'm not even saying per day. You should be limiting yourself up to like 5 trades per week, which means 1 trade a day. Because once you take the trade, whether it goes against your favor or whether it goes in your favor, you just need to take a step back every single time. Spend time with your family, spend time with your friends, read books, go to gym, and backtest your trading strategy instead of taking the live trade. The third suggestion, that you have to let your winners always run. Meaning, if you see a trade opportunity that has a potential to be a large winner, instead of you closing it by thinking that you have to close it because you will not be able to book the profits, you should just close it by 30% of the position or by 50% of the position, and you should always let the remaining position run if that trade has a potential to go in your favor for the longer period of time. So that way, the less trade you will take, the more chances are you're gonna pass the evaluation easily. So that's my trading strategy that I showed you, and also my very important risk strategy, and also I gave you my 3 very important suggestions that can help you pass the evaluation. If you guys have any question, let me know in the comment section. I have added the Funded Trader program link in description. Make sure to take the challenge using that link. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.